Welcome to One Word a Day. I'm Sophie, your pilot into the universe of Chinese. Today's expression, 天人合一, is our spiritual expression about oneness with nature, with the universe, with each other, like with the whole humanity, plus all bio life, plus all non-bio life, I guess. All right. 天 Chinese use sky to mean the universe or nature or anything that's not us, not human, non-human environment. Okay. 天 is expressed by one horizontal line, which is the visible limit of us, above us. And then we have this human figure, 2 legs standing being. And then we have this big arch thing. Now look at it. Actually, I have a new thought about it because before I was thinking this is the sky, right? And we have human, and then we have this big arch means between human and the sky, there's arch means space, huge space between humans on the ground and the sky over there. But now I'm looking at, actually here, this it's not necessarily about human. It's not, even if 天, like in today's human, simplified Chinese, it looks like this, but actually ancient Chinese render human like this, like an English R. It's not a straight line. It's one side straight, one side is non-linear. And this actually means this 2 legs standing being, this shape actually means it's 2 parts of something. And then this spatial big arch thing actually is a binder. Bind 2 parts together. That's a Chinese concept of big. And I talked about this many times ago because we are not even aware the concept big or small are actually relative. Because how are we going to say something big? It got to be bigger than something else, right? That benchmark was culturally known to you. Like you were educated by, if somebody say, oh, this is big, that means this speaker and the listener have this common unsaid knowledge about what is the norm. Therefore, compared to that unsaid norm, this is big. So big actually means bigger than, but eventually, I mean, we don't need to say things in relative terms anymore. We say it in absolute term because it's understood between speakers and listener. Now, this big is made of these 2 parts with this binder. That's a Chinese logical way to express how it is big. It means it's bigger than its original. That is, you by combining something together, you double the size, and double something is definitely bigger than the original. So by doubling, Chinese express is bigger than. And in the same vein, Chinese express smaller than by cutting something in half, which is using a vertical line. So instead of this horizontal in this case is kind of arched, but it's a stylized. Horizontal thing means combining, vertical thing means cutting in half. So either you have something on your, or you're combining something into 2. So anyways, one horizontal line still the skyline, and then we have the character big sky. That almost give you the sense of this is something not just observable to you. This is not just the sky we observe one is in daylight or nighttime. That this is something bigger than that, even bigger than observable environment or universe or biosphere for us. And that's the concept of 天. It's beyond sky. It's the whole space. It's the whole universe. I like today's rendering. Okay, 人. So Chinese uses English letter R looking thing. I have 2 readings into this. One is we came from apes. An ape, if you view this character as a side view of humans, this is the front, the arms. And then this is the torso, the butt, and the legs. It's almost depicting how apes walk with 4 legs. So that's 4-leg walking. And eventually this becomes a human. So it probably is an early capturing of that. I don't think so. Probably, I mean, anthropology people will know that, by the time humans devise characters and such a level of abstraction, they probably long have standing up already. So that's one version. Just side view, it looks like an ape walk, right? But eventually this becomes a human because humans are two-leg standing being. And I have always explained this as, okay, simply is a two-leg standing being. The torsos are together and the arms are not expressed. Okay, another reading of this is this non-linear side, and the linear side probably just depicted the left and right brain, or left, the rational, emotional, however you want to classify, cut us in half, that we have these two components. And you can look at us in whatever dimensions, and we at least have two components or two polars, right? Everybody is on spectrum of something at some point. So that's the complexity of human, and that's how we tick. And I don't know if ancient people, the language creators, already realized the complexity of humanity and put at least this two polar side of us in there by making it asymmetrical. Question, okay. 和, we have this join concept expressed by this triangle thing. Even here is an open, it's not connected, but it's a triangle. And then the bottom is kind of the box. And that together means join. Okay, that's one very rudimentary scholar reading. I read it somewhere. I remember somebody just said, okay, this means this box thing is linked and this triangle is linked. So things are linked, therefore it's joined. Okay, my other reading of it is, eventually I realized this triangle looking thing, this pyramid shape, is ancient rulers or ancient societal construct of the tip, one ruler, and then, this is the hierarchical structure of ancient society. And under that hierarchy, then we have the mouse symbol. Mouse symbol represent one individual. We use mouse symbol to express speaking or eating. You can be a consumer or a producer, like either end, you're a living thing, and we abstract it into mouse. So Chinese don't use head count, we use mouse count. So that represents one person. One person living in that hierarchy means you sign up for that, you're part of that. So this is like a bigger purpose than you, right? It's this whole society structured in this pyramid shape, and you join them. That's another way of join. And one, simply Chinese use horizontal line to express one. I mean, Roman characters use vertical line, right? 1, 2, 3, that's Roman, but Chinese do it horizontally. 1, 2, 3, and that's just one. And together it means the universe and humans join as one, and that's the oneness. I use this meditation in nature, facing the valley, to visually show you all of that means 天, and this is human, and they are joined together. When you are meditating, this is spiritual moment. You feel like you dissolve into the environment. You're no longer you. You're part of nature. You joined with this grand scheme of things, which is the universe. And that's Chinese already have this concept of you and everything else, non-you part, can be joined into one. You're not a separated individual. You're part of this whole thing. All right, thank you for your time. See you another day.